Hey, what's up guys? So we are going to be doing a deck profile, and this is going to be for Blackwings at the September list. So it's got some interesting tech in here as well, and so yeah, let's just get right into the deck, and I'll explain some of my choices as we go along. So first off, we have Blackluster Soldier. He's not a Blackwing, but he's a pretty good card, and he changes games completely. And if you combo that with getting out a lot of monsters on the field, because Blackwings can still swarm relatively quick, and especially with the ability to like drop a Kalut on someone and then get out another Blackwing monster like Gale to half, and like it can really get those OTKs in Blackwings, and plus he's overall just really good card. So yeah, I'm playing Blackluster Soldier, and I'll explain how I make him a little bit more viable in the deck. But that said, let's go on to the Blackwings now. So we got 2 Blizzard, and I'm only playing 2 because I'll get into that later on. Generally, I do really like 3 Blizzard just because he allows access to level 6 Synchros, but we just lost Bryanak, so a little bit sad there, but that's okay. We've replaced him with Gaia, the Force of the Earth. Well, this card's actually pretty good because it gets over, Stardust, and it gets over Shien, so he's not bad. But yeah, I definitely would prefer Bryanak if I had the ability to play with Bryanak. But yeah, Blizzard, pretty good card. It lets you get back Kalut even, and then you could like bounce Kalut back with Zephyros, and then you could still go for a level 6 if you want to, or make level 5 if you just want to use the Kalut. So Blizzard just has a lot of different plays. When you had Bryanak, it just was a little bit better because then you could have your Vayu plays and your Darkon plays a lot faster. But that said, Blizzard's still overall pretty decent card. Next up, we play Double Bora. Bora's just pretty good, that piercing damage, especially when you know your opponent is setting something, and you can go normal summon, Sirocco, special, 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 and then you can just go absorb and pierce them for everything that they have, but then they drop an Effect Veiler on you, and then you'll be kind of sad. But keep that in mind that Effect Veiler can hurt sometimes when you go for that huge piercing play, if you want to go for that. But yeah, Bora does also allow quick access to Synchros, as well as Exceeds, depending on what cards you have. I mean, if you have Gale, just special, go for Black Rose if you need to make a Black Rose. But keep in mind, probably use Gale's effect before you go for a Black Rose, just in case it gets negated. But yeah, he allows access to also Exceeding, and that's another light target for BLS. I played Utopia, and if you have BLS in your hand, you can just go for it, and it's okay, because BLS, pretty much wins lots of games. And if they saw him warning your Utopia, you just drop the BLS and then you win. Because after they pay that much life, you can, if they have a monster on the field, and you can attack twice. But yeah, I think he's still pretty good. Just the ability to special summon, pretty decent. Then we're playing Gale, because Gale's probably one of the best Blackwings. And then we have Kalut, definitely another one of the best Blackwings as well. So you combo this card with Shura, and they become best friends, because not only do you get to destroy your opponent's monster that usually attacks into your Shura, but then you also get to deal damage, and if that wasn't enough, you get more icing on the cake. You can just special summon a card like Vayu, and Vayu's effect is negated, so you can actually use Vayu as a tuner for a Synchro, so you can make like something like a Catastrophe or whatever you want to make. And also another card you can make in here, which I put in here, is Magical Android, because again, we want to make Blackluster Soldier a little bit more alive in here, because we only play 2 Effect Veilers, so I decided to put in some stuff in the extra decks to make you have Blackluster Soldier a little bit more alive, because I feel like Blackluster Soldier is just too good really not to be playing in any deck that you can really make it playable in. So yeah, I definitely feel like Android is a pretty decent card as well, and so yeah, you can get that out pretty easy, but just get Vayu out with Shura. And the next up, we're playing 2 Siroccos. I really do like Sirocco, but sometimes you just can't summon him, and there's a lot more better things that you can go for in Blackwings. But he's still pretty good. It allows you to use Vayu. Without him, Vayu wouldn't be as good. So generally, that's what you use it for. Also, just absorbing is pretty good. If you are playing mirror match Blackwings, to keep in mind this is one of your best cards. So save it when your opponent has lots of stuff on the field, and you can absorb and attack for games sometimes. So yeah, Sirocco overall pretty decent card. And also, once this card goes to the grave and you go for like a Vayu, I've also added this card, which is really good, because I'm also playing Birdman, and I think this card's really good. So it requires a Gen X tuner, which Birdman is. So it requires Birdman plus 1 or more non-tuner Dark Monster. So generally that'll be a level 6. So generally that will be your Armed Wing. So you can just, if you have the ability to go Blizzard, get something, and then go for like Armed Wing. There's just so many combos that you can really just pull off, like Zephyros, and like bounce stuff back, and you know, basically getting out this card really changes the game, because when this card is synchro summoned, take control of the face-up monster your opponent controls with the highest level. If it's a tie, you get to choose. But generally, this is basically like you just take one monster and you can just ODK them. It's a large amount of attack too, 25, plus has a decent effect. And I kind of wanted to make Black Wings a little bit different, you know, try some tech and you know, give it to you guys, let you guys know that it actually is pretty good, because I've been testing this deck and it is a pretty decent deck. It can hold up to the meta, but you'll have to play very well. You'll have to use your Icarus attacks at the right moments. So keep that in mind, that this deck is very good. It is very viable. Just know when to use this card and you'll be a-okay. And so next up, we're at 1 value. Because I feel like you can get it back with when you like lure it. Like sometimes people are like, oh, he's luring by you, he doesn't really have anything. But then you go tour guide, and then you have the ability to just get it right back. And you know, when you make Leviair, so I really feel like Leviair really changes the game too with the whole like removal thing, because you can remove something like Gale. Then if you go like tour guide, make Leviair, get back Gale half, and then you can run over pretty much whatever's on the field, because pretty much anything that's under 2600 attack, Gale can get over. So pretty good stuff. And next up, we're playing Zephyros. Zephyros combos well with things like Black Whirlwind, and when you get stuff back with Blizzard, and then you can bounce back even Blizzard, which is really cool. So like if you go Blizzard, get back Bora, and then you just bounce back your Blizzard, and you can special summon Zephyros, you'll still have a Blizzard next turn too. And on top of that, you can go for an Exceed. Again, Black Wings can make Utopia really easy. And again, it's just because he's a light target that you want in the graveyard for a Black Luster Soldier. So there's a lot of combos to get the lights into the graveyard. Then we're playing Dark Arm Dragon, because he's pretty good in Black Wings, just because pretty much everything is dark except for your Effect Veilers. But yeah, Dark Arm just overall pretty good. Next up, we're playing 2 Veilers, just because I think Effect Veiler is a really good card. However, Dark World and E-Heroes are going to be one of the most popular decks, and Effect Veiler is not good against those decks, but it's really good against plants. So it's still a viable card, but against certain matchups, again, just Veiler won't be as live. Against plants, definitely you want to have Maxi, but Veiler is still a pretty overall solid card against them. And then we're playing 1 Birdman, because Birdman has a lot of combos, like I've mentioned previously, as well as allows you to play the 2 tour guides, because you can just bounce back one of the tour guides and special summon Birdman, and you can still use it, you know, as synchro essentially. Just bounce back the tour guide that was special summoned, and you'll be good to go. And on top of that, Birdman has a lot of good combos. Again, with making this card's pretty good, especially when you get to take someone's Black Luster Soldier. Next up, we're playing Gorz, because, you know, I like Gorz, it's a pretty good card. Plus, Effect Veiler with Gorz, you can make Scrap Dragon, which should be in my extra deck, although I guess I kind of skipped that area. But definitely you should check out something, maybe you'll take out Acid Golem for a Scrap Dragon. But I've been testing it, and the deck runs fine without Scrap Dragon. But definitely, Scrap Dragon is a good card, don't get me wrong. Next up, we're playing the 2 tour guide and Sangan Engine. What I really like about this is it allows you to, again, get back your banished monsters, as well as add Veiler if you're playing against, like, you know, plants or anything like that, as well as adding Kalut. Kalut and Gale, these are really good cards in Black Wings. And I really just like the tour guide Sangan Engine. I feel like it's just one card that lets you get over something, get back something that's banished, or stall, you know. There's just so many options with tour guide. Just overall really solid card. Next up, Lord of Darkness, pretty self-explanatory. Black Whirlwind, self-explanatory because it's Black Wings. And then Book of Moon, because, you know, plants are coming back. You know, there's a lot of people trying plants out, and Book of Moon kind of stops that. Plus, Book of Moon's really good with Shura, you know, Book of Moon anything, and then you can just, you know, attack over it, usually. And then we have Dark Hole Heavy Reborn, 2 Duality, because Duality is at 2. Triple Icarus attack, because I really feel like this card really is what defines Black Wings. Without this card, Black Wings would not nearly be as good. This just sets it up so you can actually go plus. Plus, it combos really well with Blizzard. When you go Blizzard, get back a monster, then you go Icarus attack. I will tribute my Blizzard or the monster, and then you've essentially plussed 1. Pretty good stuff. And especially when you chain it, you can technically go +2 with it when you go for the Blizzard play. Next up, we're playing the Solemn Brigade because it's Solemns, and then we play Torrential Tribute because Torrential Tribute is faster than Mirror Force. I know Mirror Force is also at 2, but I just don't feel like it's necessary because, again, it's just one of those slow cards. For the extra deck, we have some tech here. So I've mentioned the Android, I've mentioned the Locomotion Argenics. You can take this card out for Scrap Dragon. I really recommend putting Scrap Dragon in. We're going to do that right now. I will actually recommend this. I don't know how Scrap Dragon got out of my extra deck, but I was playing with it and I didn't even notice till now. But as far as the extra deck, you'll definitely want 2 of these because you're most likely going to value for at least 1, and sometimes you want to make the other one just for the piercing. Plus, you know, when you get to pierce someone plus drop like double Kalut, sometimes you could just make a game right then and there. And yeah, it's pretty good. So and then we're playing Locomotion Argenics. That was something But I think pretty much everything is pretty standard. You can make Black Rolls really easy in Blackwings, and then make sure you have Catastrophe, because again, when you go Shura attack into, like, let's say they have a face down Shine Ball, you because sometimes they'll go Venus, go Shine Ball, Shine Ball, Shine Ball. So there's 3 Shine Ball, then they go Overlay Fagachi, and they'll leave the last Shine Ball. The last Shine Ball, you attack over it with Shura, and then you bring out Vayu, and then you make Catastrophe. Catastrophe is really good against Agents, and Agents are going to be a deck that, you know, will see some play. So keep that in mind. Make Catastrophe against Agents. It's really good. But yeah, once they get out Chrysia, it does hurt a little bit, but you have Icarus Attack, you have Dualities to search out your Icarus Attack, and this card is just really good overall. And yeah, so that's been the Blackwing deck profile. So if you have any suggestions to this deck, let me know, and perhaps I'll make an updated version later on if we need to. But I feel like this build is pretty solid. Oh, I forgot to talk about this card. This card was another tech choice that I really like in here. So, Dark Eruption. What allows you to add? It allows you to add Tour Guide if you want to go for Tour Guide. It allows you to add Gale. It allows you to add Blizzard. It allows you to add Kalut. And Kalut really is so good. This card just really changes the game. It really will give Blackwings an extra push to make them a lot better. And yeah, if you can like drop a Kalut, sometimes they'll be like, oh, you already used a Kalut. Dark Eruption, get it back. And then you're just like, are you attacking me? Okay, drop Kalut again. Like if they have a big monster, you could just like get over like 2 big monsters. And I feel like Dark Eruption, it just seems like a pretty viable card. Again, just because Blizzard makes it viable. And Kalut and Gale, those are probably one of the best. And you can get back Birdman if Birdman's in the grave, or Sangan, Tour Guide. It has a lot of options, but generally these are the 2 guys that you'll go for, Kalut and Gale. So with that said, that's the Blackwing deck profile for September that I will recommend you guys to try out, and I think it is a very viable deck. If you don't want to play Blackluster Soldier, if you don't have any, by all means take those out. You can play Triple Blizzard. You can try making it more Synchro based, Exceed based, and you can play like Symphony de Jin or like Gemini Pearl. You know, just to get over other things. Yeah, definitely you can try that out. But keep Gaia in here. Trust me, there's so many times where I've wanted to get over a Stardust or Xian, and I didn't have this card. So definitely you want this card, because when you go for Blizzard, sometimes you'll end up making that because Brynach is gone. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Any suggestions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.